Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So first, we're gonna talk about article background. Tax compliance in Malaysia is a major challenge for businesses. Complex rule, high costs, and administrative burdens create stress and inefficiency. But what if we could make it simpler? This article explores ways to ease the tax burden and create a business-friendly environment. Businesses spend time and money on tax filing, facing complex rules and high costs. A better tax system means lower costs and less stress. Let's make it happen.
Next, we're going to talk about key findings. In this article discusses the challenges business face under Malaysian sales assessment system from the tax agent perspective. In this article, highlight a past event where a good tax system concept should apply four principles, which is equity, certainty, convenience, and efficiency. In this article, also highlight about the cost of following tax changes is high, especially when the system is complicated. The more complex it is, the more business and individuals have to spend on account and tax service. These compliance costs make up a big part of tax-related expenses, whether in total money spent as a percentage or tax revenue, or even compared to the country GDP. Next, to be precise, this article also states that in Malaysia, studies on taxation are limited, particularly in estimating tax compliance costs. These findings indicate that research and understanding on income tax are not as significant compared to other developing countries. A sample of this article studies was collected from the list of tax agents from the website of the RIB. By using perspective sampling, there were 185 tax agents who were identified in these studies. On the other hand, several measures of suggestion have been identified in order to reduce tax compliance burden of taxpayers.
A recent study shed light how we can improve tax compliance and make taxation simpler for everyone. In this study, tax agents from recognized professional bodies such as MIA, CTIM, and SCCA, their knowledge ensure the findings are reliable and practical. For taxpayers, this means a better tax policy that reduces their obligation and create a fairer system. When expert influence reform, taxation becomes simpler, more transparent, and equitable. Unlike the traditional study that rely on numbers, this research focus on real-world experience through qualitative analysis. Open-ended questions and in-depth discussion reveal the actual struggles taxpayers and tax agents face daily. In the end, taxpayers benefit from reduced confusion and a tax system that is easier to navigate. One of the key strengths of this study is practical recommendation, simplifying the tax law, aligning tax regulation with accounting standards, and increasing administrative transparency. This improvement translates to fewer mistakes, lower compliance costs, and a system that encourages voluntary tax payment. When the tax payment is fair and efficient, public is increased, strengthening the entire economy. Developing nations face common challenges. Complex tax rules, high compliance costs, and inefficient administration. This study helped bridge knowledge gap, offering the solution that can modernize the tax system globally. So for taxpayers, this is a business-friendly tax environment with more transparent audit. Trust in the tax system leads to the economic growth and increased investment.
On the other hand, we also found some weaknesses in this article. First of all, small sample size and low response rate. The study surveyed 185 tax agents but got only 49 respondents. This made the finding less reliable with such a small group. The result may not reflect the real challenges in tax agent and business face in Malaysia. A larger sample would provide better insight and lead to more effective tax policies. Secondly, lack of quantitative data. The study does not include statistical data on compliance costs, financial penalties, and tax policy effect. Without numbers, it's hard to measure the actual tax burden on business. Adding quantitative analysis would make the findings stronger and help create better tax reforms. Thirdly, no global comparison. The study mentioned other countries' tax system but doesn't compare them to Malaysian tax system. Learning from efficient systems like Singapore and Australia could help improve Malaysia's tax policies. Without this, taxpayers miss out on better solutions and business face higher taxes. Lastly, to general advice. This study gives general recommendation without clear steps, confusing tax agent and the public. This can lead to mistakes and penalties. Clearer guidance would make tax compliance easier.
Okay, now from the article that we have studied, there are several recommendations. Some of it are we can increase the accountability and openness. The IRB should provide clear guidelines and public decisions. This can reduce confusion and build trust, leading to better compliance and confidence in the tax system. Other than that, we can simplify the tax legislation, help the sole proprietorship who struggle with complex tax laws. Reducing paperwork would save time to make compliance easier. Lastly, tax education and training are crucial. Many sole proprietorship lack tax knowledge, leading to mistakes. Subsidized training would help them understand their responsibility more effectively.